2020 is finally in the books. It's been a rough year, hasn't it? To kick off the new year at Over Soju, I caught up with some buddies of mine on New Year's Eve to chat about how they're faring during the pandemic. Over Zoom, we talked about what it's like to adapt to lockdowns in Korea and North America, playing video games, giving ourselves a haircut, and just whatever activity that anyone considers as enriching our time spent at home. I'd have to say that the entire group session was humbling. Humbling in the sense that you would like to reconnect with them in person over food and drinks with the jolly clinking sound of glasses. But in the meantime, and depending on flattening the actual curve of the spread, I guess these kinds of sessions will have to do for now. Upon listening to this New Year special, I hope you guys enjoyed similar socially distanced reconnections. That's appropriate for any lockdown measure to appreciate what we've had before this pandemic. So without further ado.
Call me the Jackal. I don't
Will.
know.
All right, I'll call you the
Wilbot.
Jackal, all right?
Call me Deep Throat.
Wilbur.
Yeah.
Call me Wilbur.
Yeah.
Yo, Waldo, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Right here, dude. I'm Waldo.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just wondering like how you guys doing like during, the pandemic and shit. Like how you guys are faring, like in terms of like, I don't know, staying at home most of the time.
It's boring, dude.
It's been pretty boring.
What's the lockdown over there? Like, what's the rules over there in Canada, man?
Yeah.
But in Alberta, restaurants are closed. Only takeouts. Bars are closed. No gathering of more than what is it like 5 people indoors now? 2?
Nothing at all.
Or no indoor gathering.
Yeah.
Except if you're
Oh,
living
wow.
alone, then you could have 2 people over from other parties that you're close with.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think about people that are alone. Not Korea. I don't think about
You don't
that.
want them to you don't want them to go crazy and like committing suicide.
Yeah.
Where's it you're working right now, right? Like you're going out and working or you're doing remote?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working at a convenience store. I'm a cashier there. Part-time.
Yeah.
Fucking Kim's Convenience, man.
Nice.
Dude.
Welcome, come again.
Thank you. Come again. Dude, I swear to fucking God, I didn't know about this, but there are some homeless problems in Canada, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Calgary's got
man.
some real fucking homeless issues. I almost got into a knife fight with bums.
What? Dude, no, dude, your work. No, dude, I would just walk away from that. Like, you taking, man? Like, no,
Dude.
I'm not losing my life for that.
This
see.
fucking guy comes in without a mask, and I tell him, like, dude, you can't come in here without a mask. And he's like, yo, I just got to get a bottle of water, man. And he's on something. So I tell him, like, dude, no, you got to go outside. And he's like, you fucking gook. Goes out. At this point, I'm like, I'm going to have to kill this guy. So I have a cricket bat. Like, the owner of the store has a cricket bat. So
Is he Indian?
Carry that. Huh?
Is the owner Indian?
No. He's
Oh,
Korean.
okay. He's like cricket, so it's kind of like
Yeah, right. The right suspicion. But
okay,
yeah,
so you got the bat, yeah.
I fucking run out with a cricket bat. I'm about to bash this guy's head in, and I walk up to him. He takes his knife out of the pocket. Well, he's about to. And
Jesus.
I realize there are people on the sidewalks looking at me like, and they're bum friends. He's like, yo, man, it's gonna be like 401 if you start the shit, man. Calm down. And I'm like,
401.
I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I probably shouldn't start, going fucking Conan the Barbarian.
So,
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
shit.
one. Dude, this place is fucking weird, man.
so the situation looks like the homeless situation looks like more dramatic now that you're working there, or
Actually, it's gone down a bit because I think the last person who I replaced let these dudes in to do whatever the fuck they want in the store.
Mhm.
So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have that anymore. And I think the word spread among the bum community that happy together in Calgary ain't gonna take that shit anymore. At least when this guy's working. So
See, do they wear masks?
yeah, most people wear masks.
No, homeless.
Yeah, they have their fucking masks. They come in.
Yeah, man. Damn. So how often do you go out? Like, do you work out? You work there full time or part time?
Part time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to ask, where do you work out?
At home, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, the gyms
Like-
are closed over there too.
Yeah, gyms are closed.
Hmm,
Fucking everything is closed.
Yeah, it's hard to get motivated, man, at home,
Yeah.
let's see. How many cases
especially
a day,
for
by the way?
workouts.
How many cases
Wait,
a
what was
day?
that?
How many cases a day? In
Here?
in Calgary.
This city has been getting about 300 cases, new cases a day.
That's
And
not
the
that's really not
province overall has been getting about 1,000, but it's been going down because of the lockdown.
bad. Okay, that's really not that bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
stabilizing, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What are you guys like? What are you doing? 1,000 right now?
Yeah,
Is it
we're
down to level 3?
yeah, we're like doing no, we're not level 3 yet, but we're still getting like an average of like 1,000 a day. So,
1,000 a day.
but you always read on the news that the government is weighing whether to like enforce level 3 lockdowns.
Yeah.
But then that's
They've been trying
this,
to avoid it.
it's the same thing that they go with like for that they've gone with for 2 weeks. So,
They got like level 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 alpha.
yeah, I don't know where they got alpha from, but yeah,
Is
it's
there
like-
really an alpha?
yeah, it's 2.5 alpha or
Koreans-
some shit. Yeah.
Koreans love
Wow.
saying plus alpha for shit
Yeah.
if you work with them.
Uh-huh.
you
Oh,
know?
especially
God,
plus
They
and
always say like,
alpha.
yeah, they always say like, you know,
Yeah.
and like ETC is alpha for them for some reason.
Mm.
So they would say some shit like plus etc. or whatever, or what we say, and they would just say plus alpha.
What's the
Like,
difference
we need
between
like 5
2.5?
people plus alpha. Huh?
What's the
5
difference
people
between
plus
2.5
alpha.
and 2.5 alpha?
I mean, I think they're just giving themselves room to wiggle. They're
Okay.
like, oh, we said alpha, so we have more, you know, I guess we could enforce more regulations.
I guess they're
Mm.
trying
But
to
then,
I guess they're
yeah.
trying to like warn mom and pops not to like, to exercise more caution.
Yeah, but the people suffering the most are mom and pops.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it's
You're like,
toned
yeah,
down
you
though.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just they're suffering the most, and I think the reason why they don't go to level 3 is because they probably have to do like some legal payout or something like that.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't they been doing that? Like they've been paying out private businesses, but you got to apply for it and whatnot.
They recently had a compensation for freelancers and maybe mom and pops. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I think I
obviously,
saw something that they're going to give out small business loans
yeah.
or small business payouts.
Mhm. Exactly. By the way, how's HPC looking?
HBZ, it's pretty dead, but like I said, there's still some people like they're gonna do like a New Year's party at a bar, a bar
Okay.
restaurant. Yeah.
I
Even
don't
though
know
everything's
about
closed
that.
by 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, so how
I
are they
got
gonna
invited to go, but I don't know about that.
see?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I
Yeah.
see.
Wait, can we get a name? Can we get a name of this bar? Or is it good?
I probably shouldn't mention it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I heard there's like this Facebook post on the expats group saying there's like a bounty offer for calling in on illegal meetings like that over 5
could-
people or some shit.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Snitch reward?
Yeah, like
Yeah, there's a snitch
yeah.
reward. Over
bounty,
2,500
man.
people commented already or something like that.
That's insane.
They're doing the New Zealand midnight countdown, which is at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand one. But like as far as like our groups, like we're almost the same like Canada. Like we can only do 4 people max in like a group outing or whatever. So they're selling they're selling tables like 4 people max, over at that bar. Yeah. So it's like, okay, you can have a table 4 here, table 4 here, table 4 here, So it works around what laws they have.
See, I mean, my neighborhood, we're near like Gimpo Airport and all, but like, I guess house parties are more popular actually.
That's why
Like,
I'll
I
probably
heard-
keeping that count up.
Yeah, I'm hearing more like drunks outside of my house, like just yelling.
Yeah.
I
just,
heard the like Airbnb and like those hotel rooms, they're getting booked out like crazy.
Oh,
Because all the young, like the 20 somethings, they'll just rent out a room and just do the same shit that they will be doing at home, you know.
Right.
That is just
But that's a new cluster
was-
infection, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Izakaya last night and it was packed. There was no like there was no social distancing at all. I was like, damn. And then like we left at like a little bit before 9 and there was a bunch of people still in there. And I was like, dang, this was at Hapjeong. And I was like, wow, they don't really care. It was all Koreans.
They don't give a fuck.
It was all Koreans, you know, like if it was like Wegukins, you know, foreigners, then they would be like, yeah, you know, like, but Koreans are like, nah, we don't care. We're just party. They're still drinking. I was like, man, damn.
dude. That's
Dude, you're dangerous, man. You're dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I was following along with friends, so
See.
We were there for an hour. Hopefully, I didn't catch anything.
Yeah. See. I mean, you know, you've been to like PC cafes like a couple of weeks back, you know.
Yeah,
inviting
really bored.
me for like have lamb for dinner with friends.
Yo, what's that snitch hotline again?
Snitch
Hey,
hotline.
everything I did was legal.
Yeah, definitely, man. Obviously
Follow the
not.
rules.
Obviously not stitching here. So.
You'll upload the whole video to the police department.
See.
My name is Waldo.
Yeah, my name is Waldo.
Exactly. For fun employment, how are you guys enjoying that?
I mean, fun employment. I mean, this whole Corona thing. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it gives me an excuse to be sitting at home and playing games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whereas like 12 months ago, you know, people will still be like, "The fuck are you doing? Look for a job." I mean, granted that I'm still doing that like every day, sending out resumes, but it's not nearly as looked down upon. Because like if you look at, I mean, generationally, you're gonna see millennials being very open to games or whatever, staying home, entertainment, media consumption, that kind of thing. But then there's still that overlying, you know, stigma of staying at home. You know what I mean? Like being a cat lady for girls, or guys like looking homeless and fucking eating ramen all day, just playing games on the computer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then I don't know, like even Jamie, she's been kind of like good with it because she's a homebody. But then lately she's been kind of like, maybe it's the holiday blues or whatever, and she's like wanting to go out more, or she's like, oh, I want to have fun, I want to do this and that. I'm like, you know, aren't you afraid, right? So we had this discussions like multiple times where she's just being normal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then so am I in my own little bubble. But in that kind of case, it does conflict a little bit, where you know, I have to think is like, hey, like, am I just being selfish, like with my lifestyle of wanting to stay in, because I naturally gravitate a little bit more towards that anyway.
Yeah.
But if it's like holiday season, or if it's like something like going out, you know, do you still go out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be that bad, where, especially if it's like outside, like taking walks or whatever. But like going to the mall, you know, like, is that something to actually like think about? And I don't know. It's like, as you can see, like not a lot of human interactions. Like I'm having trouble with words and stuff like that. But another thing is like teaching English.
Yeah.
It's like I'm actually having trouble like thinking of lessons now. Whereas before, like it will come very naturally, but like now my students are like, they're not taking business trips. They're not taking trips overseas where I would do a whole lessons on just like shopping and stuff. You know what I mean? But like that's entirely cut out. So what the fuck do I do? It's like, do you just do articles now, because all they're doing is like media consumption, or like how to speed read subtitles on Netflix or some shit. Because that's all they're doing too. So it's like, we had this conversation with one of my students, a McDonald's marketing manager, and she's like, yeah, all I'm doing is watching Netflix. I'm like, so how's the show going? Right? And we'll just shoot like an hour on just what shows to watch. That's like a lesson, right?
So,
I don't know. So it's like it definitely changed a lot, I think. And
Oh, I just been reading a lot.
uh,
That's what I've been doing. Yeah,
Right.
reading a lot of sci-fi books. So that's good, and some nonfiction as well. But mostly sci-fi. So I'm reading like a series of different books.
did you read Blade Runner?
No, I haven't.
Or
I'll check it out. I'll put it on the list.
like
That's a good book.
Sanderson, Wheels of Time. That's really good.
I've been doing like a lot more military sci-fi. So
Like Clancy, straight up.
well, there was one called Old Man's War, and then I read what was the other guys based on Old Man's War? There was another one, but like it's like Starship Troopers in space.
Okay.
It's like StarCraft.
Well, I did read Starship Troopers too. So
Well, actually,
That's a good movie.
you guys hear of Girl in Landscape?
Girl in Landscape.
No.
Yeah, it's by what's his name, Jonathan Latham. It's another sci-fi. Yeah, but I'm reading that right now.
Landscape.
Yeah.
Dude, y'all need to get on that Dune, man.
Dune, I don't know if I can do Dune. It's long too, man.
Dune
but
is
I've
a
done long
Bible.
books.
Oh, Dune,
Yeah,
Dune,
it
the
is a
movie's coming
Bible.
out, right? The movie's coming out.
Yeah,
Right?
so I'm
Did you read
more
Dune?
excited. Yeah, I read it like back in like middle school.
Okay.
And I have
But
Dune
your mind is
like a-
different. Your mind is different now if you read it.
Probably, most
Yeah.
likely. I'll probably have to read it again. There's
Okay.
a Ready Player 2 is out.
Oh,
on
yeah, I
book.
saw that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I need to read
People are
that.
saying it's just Ready Player One.
Again. Press start.
But I did like Ready Player One, the book. So who knows?
Yeah, I did too. I actually had Jamie read it, and she really liked it too.
That's what I heard from you.
Are you guys pissed
The movie
off
was good,
about?
too.
Are you guys pissed off about Cyberpunk 2077? 2077?
Dude, I fucking returned that game.
You need to return that game, man. PS4, that shit is ridiculous.
Okay.
looking.
So what's wrong with
I
it?
mean, I didn't even play it, but I just returned it on general principle because I just didn't want to be part of that whole shitty,
it's messed
shitty
up.
consumerist behavior. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh,
I shouldn't have
Yeah.
pre-ordered in the first place. I just had a faith in Cyberpunk, but it definitely wasn't deserved.
Do you think they
So I
rushed it?
No,
Well, fuck
they
yeah.
definitely rushed it.
Yeah.
They're getting a class action by their investors because
Yeah.
they did this whole like false advertising or misleading,
So-
whatever. But there's like bunch of like cut content too where they promise like some kind of functionals and it was removed from the game and like people found out because they did some like, data mining. They were digging behind and like the whole AI is like borked. So like if you're doing like if you guys ever play like GTA, you shoot a civilian and like a cop pops up or they will chase you, right?
Yeah.
They have like a bounty level, right? But in Cyberpunk there's like a same thing. So there's like a 5-star system and like you shoot a civilian in the street and the cops spawn like right behind you.
Yeah.
Like they will just appear. So
No
like
chance.
it's exactly. So like apparently there's like this whole AI that was planned for like a actual meaty chase where they would chase you around the city in their cars or whatever. But then like they were like, nah, it's like we don't have time for that. So let's just spawn them behind them and see what happens,
Oh man.
Um
How many of you guys bought the hard copy?
I bought the hard copy and returned it. I think like yesterday I returned it.
Damn. I mean, you should have kept it as a collector's item or some shit.
Hell no.
Collector's item. That's no collector's item.
Fuck that. I'd rather keep my money as a collector's item. I collect money.
I see.
Yeah,
It's
it's
trash, man.
But yeah, what I also wanted to ask was, have you guys done any like domestic traveling?
No.
not really.
Actually haven't done any traveling here.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have. Well, it's too cold now, right?
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Canada?
yeah. I mean, I do hear the Banff area right now. It's looking pretty damn majestic, but we're gonna have to rent a car because we don't have a fucking car here. Like, I just didn't want to invest in a car.
Yeah, like like the people. Some people can like stay home and like like Alex and play video games, but I mean, I can't, dude. I have to go out. I need that social interaction or I get crazy. Even at work, I just go into work and I don't talk to anyone. Then I just come back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you
So-
travel recently? To
Like a couple
that?
months ago, I just did like
Yeah.
a motorcycle road trip, but can't go really that
That's
far.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I see. I
Dude,
see.
how about winter camping, man? That shit sounds pretty nice.
It's just need a gear.
Is that even
Yeah,
possible?
It's
smart.
expensive. I need a car. I don't have a car.
is that have you guys done that before in Korea? Like
Winter camping?
People that do it.
well in Korea, yeah.
No, I haven't done that, but I really want to though. Shit kind of
Yeah.
I've
sounds
seen
cool.
videos. There's like a bunch of videos online
Yeah.
Well the only
and
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, well I mean you can't like make bonfires here. So that's
Yeah,
a
you
that's
gotta go
a,
to some secluded spot, you know? Like,
yeah.
They have like some kind of like indoor stove that they put in their tent so it's
Yeah.
like stays warm.
Is that
And it
called
comes out, the exhaust
glamping?
pipes come out.
right.
Is that called
No,
glamping?
no. I mean, it's like a legit like I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty portable. So just so the inside of your tent is warm.
Yeah.
But
You
I mean,
just,
yeah,
like-
probably like the glamping has the same thing, probably.
Yeah.
I've seen those
I've seen
stoves.
no
You just
glamping.
put like branches in and then just light the fire, stoke the fire with like some firewoods that you find out on the
Yeah.
ground.
Mm,
That shit looks nice.
see. Well actually a couple of weeks ago, me and Yenny also went to Gangneung, the East Coast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
for 2 days. It's actually like not a lot of people there, obviously. But yeah, we just did an Airbnb. So, but the
That's good.
sand,
How
the
are the
beach,
prices?
40 a night.
Oh, that's
That's
not
not
bad
bad.
at all.
That's
Yeah.
not bad
Shit.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely like send you a link for the Airbnb. It's like an office style, but really like
Oh, okay.
clean. It's
Mm.
new, so yeah,
Oh yeah, those are always the best ones.
right.
Yeah, I've been noticing that people have been they've been like taking a car out and driving places. So
Yeah,
I thought about like maybe like renting a car and like maybe go out for a day or a weekend.
yeah.
Because I mean renting a car prices are pretty cheap too. It's not too
Mm.
bad. Yeah.
Well, you
Especially if
can't-
you have a lot of people.
Okay, but you can't like really go down too far with a Vespa.
I mean, it's the winter
It's just
though.
it's too cold, man.
I see.
Unless you got those like gloves, like
Oh, those Everlast
Yeah.
gloves, yeah.
yeah.
I have like
Everlast.
I have this like battery heated vest, and then like I have a heated grips, so
Okay.
but it's
See.
cold, dude. It's cold.
I
Yeah.
see.
I'll brave it today. I'm gonna try. But yesterday, no way. It was like minus
Yeah,
11
today's
today,
even colder.
minus 12.
Shit, minus
Today's even
11. Is that-
colder? No,
Was that
Today's
the
even
low or
colder
the
than-
high?
that was the high. Today is
That was the
right
high.
now it's minus 8.
Okay, that's pretty.
Yeah.
It's actually it's actually colder than here, I think.
Let's see.
It's like minus 5 or 6 at the high.
4, I think.
Okay.
But how's the does your like heating bill like skyrocket like during the winter?
No, the heating and the water is included in the rent.
Nice.
Nice.
The parking, yeah.
Damn.
I think it's like a Canadian way because if people were to pay for their own heating in apartments,
Yeah.
You're gonna have some
way,
high
dude.
as
They'll
you-
die.
yeah,
There'll be
See,
a bunch
but-
of people that die too.
yeah,
Yeah.
just straight up die. So
See,
Like,
what do you
look
guys
at
use?
this.
Like, you guys like heated floors or just like spoilers?
we got those like looks like clanging, like the. Here, I'll show you. Like the bottom parts.
Oh shit! Nice.
And they're like clang clang and shit like that, but it works.
Let's see.
Clang clang.
Cool. Let's see. Yeah.
Um,
Any chance you guys like any chance like you and Felicia will like be coming back here?
Well, I mean, my Felicia and I are just, I think she's gonna go to graduate school. We'll find out if she gets in around April, early next year,
Okay.
and we're gonna have to go from there. Is whether I should follow her to graduate school, wherever that is. Definitely not Alberta, because this place sucks. But or I go back to Korea and she does graduate school for 2 years. That's still up in the air.
So the States is like a good possibility that she goes to where she goes to grad school.
I think if she doesn't get into any Canadian schools, she's thinking about going to schools in the States, right?
Sorry,
if you're not going into a school in Canada, you're going into stateside.
I didn't apply to any schools in the States.
Okay. Yeah, it just might take a longer time.
Gosh,
It's
yeah,
expensive.
man. You don't want to go to school. Taking classes on Zoom. Oh god.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Hell no. I mean, I hate teaching classes on Zoom. Imagine being a student on Zoom. Like, oh,
Oh yeah.
man.
By the way, did they is the border still closed between Canada and the States?
Yeah. If I mean it's a strong recommendation. They work on a strong suggestion system.
Well, it's closed for Americans, but it's not closed for Canadians.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you're a Canadian, you could fly to the U.S. and come back. But
Nice.
right, if you're an American, you can't come up to Canada.
I'm going there next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
You
build
had
a
to
wall.
quarantine, like there or in Canada.
Yeah,
Well, there, no. In Alberta, they have like a testing thing you can do that I think is totally bullshit. So I'm just gonna quarantine instead. But
No, I think it's a quarantine is mandatory now.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they got rid of that.
No, the quarantine is mandatory now here. I think.
Oh, in all.
Oh man.
Oh,
Today.
I
So
think so.
Alberta had the like testing thing where you take the test and then if you're negative, then you're done.
Yeah, I think this new quarantine policy, which is mandatory 14-day quarantine when you come back to Canada, I think it's because they're worried about the UK variant of the virus.
Oh
see.
yeah, for sure.
People are.
That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah. I know. I think they're getting some fucking weird cases up there, and I don't know, man. I hope it doesn't outmaneuver the vaccine. But
Yeah, I mean, like they already have like at least like 4 or 5 like mutations of the COVID-19.
I mean, these rising numbers, like a friend was saying last night, is like the rising numbers could be also just it's the new variant that hasn't been tested on people or haven't been found yet, you know, or we haven't found the person that had the new variant, you know.
See, when you guys expecting to get that jab, the vaccine jab, or are you guys thinking of getting it? Obviously, right?
yo, it's a deep state conspiracy. I don't know if you know about this.
Bill Gates, man.
I'm not getting that shit, man.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't you
I don't
guys
know,
getting
like
it?
my mom when she
Yeah.
got it, she said that I mean she's fine,
Yeah.
but she's like the guinea pig apparently.
Oh.
So like it's so funny because like my sister is a pharmacist too at Kaiser, and like they won't let her take the shot until like the janitors take it. So this is kind of
nice.
funny, like, and she's one of the frontline too. Like she'll take shifts on doing emergency, and you know LA is like really bad right now.
Yeah.
So
LA is
she's
super
at
bad.
Long Beach, yeah.
Hmm.
So my mom's at Long Beach. My sister's at nearby Kaiser. So they're like right next to each other. But they're both like saying like my sister is like having to deal with some like PTSD shit right now.
Mhm.
And
See.
she just became a pharmacist like this summer too. And like
Yeah.
they put her on
good
rotations
time.
to to become to do like nursing times, and she would meet somebody and then have them die like the next weekend and shit. And she has to see this.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
And like she
yeah.
was telling me stories about how she befriended this like, you know, young black girl like 20s in the ICU, and like a couple days later she wasn't there anymore. You know, like stuff like that. I'm like, I was like, you gotta take care of yourself like before
Yeah.
anything else, right?
Yeah.
See.
So like it's getting pretty bad, but like I don't know if the vaccine would really help with that, honestly, because I mean, first of all, it's just so fucking expensive there, probably. So even you're looking at ridiculous health bill for sitting in the ICU, and then a vaccine on top of that. I don't know if a lot of people could even afford it. So
I mean, if you're at an ICU, then vaccine is kind of a little too late, though, isn't it? Like, it's
right. So like I think a lot of people would sit in the ICU, get treated, and like feel better, go home, and then take the vaccine.
Okay.
Right. or they would just sit on it. They say, "Oh, I already had it once, so I shouldn't get it again." But
Yikes.
I mean, you're dealing with variants like you guys were saying before, so
Right.
who knows, right?
Did they even set a price for the vaccines? I mean, my opinion is that they should make it free though, for all
In the
nationals.
US?
Yeah.
I don't know
well,
if it's gonna be
well, they
free though.
should.
Yeah.
It's a damn
Yeah.
pandemic, you know.
I think all throughout next year is gonna be just trying to get vaccines and wearing masks. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's
Um,
the good thing though? Like, knock on wood, is I haven't gotten sick like a regular cold or anything, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm, you know,
Yeah.
like if you're a teacher, like all these kids, the subway, all that, like everyone's coughing everywhere. You
Yeah.
know, especially in the wintertime. I'm like, dude, I don't get sick right now. Like usually I'm getting sick all the time. You know?
Right.
You
So
guys,
that's a nice thing.
do you guys mask shame in public?
Mask shame? Oh, wait, for people who don't wear masks?
Yeah, you just go up to them and be like, "Yo, wear a mask," or
In
Well, that's a
Canada.
cricket bat.
what was that?
Only
He
if
has a
they
cricket bat.
Yeah. Only if they don't wear a mask and call me a gook. And then I'll go over there and with the fucking cricket bat. But,
See,
but
What kind of gook? Salgook?
Gyokuk.
Miyokuk?
But in Canada, you're not required to wear masks outdoors. So people
Oh,
are
really?
still
That's
which I
crazy.
think is kind of reasonable. I don't think there's much outdoor.
Yeah, if no one's
time.
around, then don't wear it. You don't need to wear it
Yeah.
if no one's around. Who cares?
Right.
You know? People
Mhm.
around, then yeah, that's the problem.
The problem is the indoors, man. It's churches and clubs. Churches and fucking clubs.
We went to Achasan last Wednesday. I went to Achasan, and yeah, everyone wore masks, but sometimes people took them off. Like I saw a few people like had them off, and then they turned them. Like people came around and they put it back on, so it wasn't too bad in Achasan.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can understand you're hiking and you need to breathe, and especially what type of mask you have. If you have like the N95, it's harder to breathe in. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, no one's around. Don't worry. Yeah, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you guys like expectations for 2021?
If I had to be honest, like I think this whole 2020 to 2021, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows it's a construct, it's a human construct, and things that were going on December 31st, 11 p.m. is gonna go into January 1st, 2021.
Mhm.
And I think there's gonna be a lot more misery for the foreseeable couple of months at least.
Yeah.
Resolution wise,
It's like the home stretch, right? We're at the home stretch right now. Just
yeah,
gotta hang in there, man.
Yeah.
like I think we're gonna really get better until the vaccine starts happening, like widespread.
Yeah.
Because the winter's not gonna make this better. If you were vaccinated, what would be like the first fucking thing you do? If everyone said, okay, the masks are off, you guys don't have to wear that shit anymore, and everyone's vaccinated, what would you guys do?
Probably look for a bar.
Probably
or some
sit
shit.
at home.
Yeah. Alex, sit at home. Yeah, I'd probably go to a bar.
Yeah.
Get a drink,
Oh, yeah.
listen to some music.
Yeah.
I miss live music, man. I really miss going to concerts and festivals.
Yeah.
And, seeing some live music, man, would be nice. You know,
Mhm.
they're doing like DJ streaming, which is it's like whatever, dude. I don't.
Are you doing that on Twitch?
No, I'm not.
Uh,
Yeah. It's
are
not,
you
I
producing?
don't know. It's
Are you producing anything?
I bought this like producing thing and then I haven't even touched it. After I got it,
Oh,
after
wow.
like a couple weeks, I was like, I should. I've been meaning to, and I was just like my creativity and my productivity have been going down for sure.
See.
So I don't know.
No, it's all strictly been reading, right? Just reading.
Yeah,
books.
just reading, just consuming,
Yeah.
trying to find something new on TV.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, like, it's just not the same. Like
Mhm.
anything zoomed, it's just not the same. Like,
I think if
Yeah.
we go into level 3 here in Korea, like I was like seeing some articles where like people are still going to work and it's still busy, like on the public transportation, you know, and like at rush hour and stuff like that. And it's like, I think maybe if they go to level 3, they probably have to be like, yo, listen, big companies, like you need to let these people like work from home, you know? Yeah. So
Yeah, they like the whole stay in your cubicle kind of thing. But I think a lot of foreign companies are enforcing work from home.
Good.
So yeah, like especially like big American companies in Korea, like they have a thing where they were mandating their employees stay at home, and that was from their global. So like global puts a pressure on Korean management to make that happen.
Right.
But then I heard like this like underlying stigma, of course, again with Korean employees, where they're like, well, my boss goes into work anyway, even if there's a mandate. Yeah, their bosses will still come in to look good, so their employees of their department would also have to show up and shit like every couple times of the week and shit.
So the
Yeah, 완전
눈치.
눈치, you know.
Dunchi in
Yeah.
the times of pandemic, man. Fucking never stops. What is it gonna take?
So dumb.
A nuclear war.
Yeah, fucking
Probably
nuclear. I'm
someone
sure.
dying, seriously.
Yeah.
So you coming to work, right? Fucking
Just a little glowing in the dark here, manager. But yeah, I'll be coming in.
Yeah, glow in the dark.
So 15,000 rockets here, you know.
Next year, yeah, for sure. It's not gonna be anything really like drastically different or anything. I'm just fucking. I'm just trying to see what happens to Trump, man. Like,
Trump?
last season of Trump, you know. Last season.
He's gonna get dragged out by the National
Final
Guard.
season.
Yeah,
the
final
finale.
season of White House.
Oh my god.
West Wing, IRL.
What's his show called again? What was the name of the show that he had?
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just loves saying the word "you're fired," you know. So
Yeah.
Fired.
And like that is gonna be, I think, I don't know, a lot of people believe that there is like this like what Will was saying about this man-made construct of time or like calendar or whatever, and like the next year, you know, clock shifts over and your mentality kind of shifts out of, you know, whack, right? But I mean, that really does happen, I think, from a psychological point of view, where they're like, oh, I'm gonna make a change to my lifestyle, or there is gonna be this like hope or whatever, and that positivity does kind of affect performance to a certain degree.
sure.
It's not long term though.
Right. And like I think one thing is like spending.
Right.
So that's what I've been kind of keeping my eye on, is like how people spend their money. And more and more you're gonna see like, you know, mask stuff and, you know, products for stay at home media consumption, you know, something to help with like reading books. I don't know. Like I think audiobooks are actually doing really well these days. Because people are still having to
I
work,
would be
and they're
surprised.
like, they're doing more shit at home, so they just put on their headphones and like listen to audiobooks. So like they're consuming more at that rate.
Right.
So like those kind of like little shifts on industries is definitely interesting. And I think like you see this happen a lot with scalping too, like with, again, like PS5s and like graphics cards or whatever. It's because like the people know that there's a lot of demand for this like PC building, home entertainment, because there's nothing, like you can't do anything. Like it doesn't make your mind as comfortable as it should, like going outside even.
You guys pay for any workout videos? You guys pay for- Oh yeah, that never gets old.
Never gets old. Well, that and like Athlete X on YouTube has his own workout videos. That's
I don't understand why people pay for them. They could just watch. They could just be watching YouTube, I guess.
I mean, same probably the rationale for people buying new workout gear in the beginning of the year, thinking I'm gonna use this shit to get fit and end up collecting dust and mart in his closet and shit.
Yeah, you always feel like you got to be spending something, especially like the first couple of months, like after the New Year's Day, you know. So.
Make it official with that money.
Until
and then there's like this like sunk cost fallacy where you feel like you have to use it just because you bought it.
Exactly.
Until it starts like collecting dust. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, like in order to get a good workout in, all you need is like an adjustable dumbbell, pull-up bar, and a bench. That's it. And you get pretty fucking creative with those guys. And like you get
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you
cardio.
can be creative at home with.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Like a
right.
thing. I think anything like what Corona has taught people, hopefully, is that you got to focus on your relationships, right, and also focus on your own health. Which is hard to
Exactly.
do when you're stuck at home. But I mean, that's the
Mm.
biggest takeaway from all that for me, at least, is try to get healthier and focus on your relationships, which is hard. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's more important nowadays than ever.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
find it weird that like people's mental health in relations with their own relationship with people have been declining, but everyone knows where everyone is during lockdowns. They're fucking home.
Right.
So the
Where are
fact
you?
that you have all these means of getting in contact with these people who are staying at home, and at the same time, everyone knows where they are. They're fucking, they're just at home. But at the same time, people are feeling isolated and alienated from other people. It's just bizarre. It's absurd,
Right.
but it's happening.
Just a lot of people shut down. They're like, if they can't see him face to face, it's kind of hard for people, you know. And then especially these days, I mean, a lot more people just text. They don't even like call people anymore.
Right.
Like with the newer generations, like they don't call people. Talk to people on the phone or voice call.
Right.
So I think it's hard for people to adjust. I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, no one did in-house partying. They just went to like I don't know. They just went to the sushi, right?
Mhm.
Party rooms or street zips.
Yeah. Now they're like renting rooms, or I think a lot more people are getting their own homes now, right? Or apartments or whatever.
That was the big problem
Yeah.
here too, because unlike Seoul, there are no street zips. So everyone is just
Right.
gathering at home because they got their fucking suburban pads and shit. So even if they close all the restaurants down, people are still gathering at home. So they had to they had to hammer down and say, "Hey guys, quit that shit. Stop
Yeah.
gathering at home."
Mhm.
There's too many people. It's like house parties left
Yeah.
and right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apartments too.
The house parties are the best though, but not right now. It's like 4 or more, or no, what is it? 5 or 4 max, right? 4 people max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, imagine if Corona was worse.
Oh
You
man.
know, like it just tells you how it's like what we were doing before for like our sense of normal socializing. How how we didn't really give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it does put into light a lot of these little things that we do. Like, can you, like, even after Corona, how long is it gonna take for someone to say, "Are you still wearing a mask?"
Right. Right.
You know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
still wear a
Like,
mask. I don't care.
that's what I mean. Like, so, right. But then, like, think about like house parties back in high school. Like, if someone wore a mask, they're like, what the fuck are you doing, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I feel like we really didn't give a fuck. But then like if Corona was worse, like if he died in like 3 days, right? Like imagine that, right? Like the same
I
amount
think
of transmission, but you died in 3 days. How the fuck would that be?
I do wonder how people will be more compliant with the mask policies if the fatality rate was higher with this thing. Like if the next pandemic rolls around and people are actually dropping, like you have like 30% of actually dying when you
Yeah.
catch this virus, just regardless of your age. How if people are gonna be more compliant about wearing masks. I want to see the anti-maskers debate that shit. Like,
Yeah,
they see
exactly.
people
I
drop
mean,
left.
at the end of the day, it's people arguing about or if two people are arguing and none of them had anyone close to them die of this,
Right.
then their speech is going to be a lot different than someone who did lose somebody.
Mhm.
So I think those most of these people that just don't give a fuck and ignorance, like those kind of people, they just didn't lose anybody close to them yet, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what they're like. Oh well, no one I know died, so why the fuck do I have to wear a mask? Like blah blah blah. But
Yeah, and then when one of their members gets infected, and then that member kind of like speaks out on it, then they're the ones that get shunned by that, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised though if there are people who double down and say, "I don't care if my family members died. I'm still not wearing a mask." What the fuck do you do in that case? Like,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, do you have to die now? And
yeah.
That's natural selection there. Who knows? Yeah,
Jesus.
just
Yeah, so
hopefully next year is a lot better, man. It's just hoping. But
I read something on the internet that said the Roaring Twenties followed the Great Plague of the 1910s. So
Mhm.
it got me thinking, like, if you know, if everyone, most people are vaccinated and is okay to go outside and things open back up, I do wonder if like people is gonna start picking back up speed like 2 times, just to catch up to the year that we just lost, to this.
Yeah, it's definitely going to change
definitely.
attitudes on travel as well. People are going to be, well, especially in Korea, I think people are going to be lining up to get those tickets, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be, and it's gonna be happening at. There's gonna have to be a clear direction on when that can happen, because I could already see it with the vaccinations thing. Like, give it 3 months when there's like maybe 45% or maybe 40% of people get vaccinated, but then there's still COVID around, and so people who don't want to wear masks are gonna say, well, I mean, people are getting vaccinated, and a lot of people are, so I'm not gonna start wearing a mask again.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a clear communication on, okay, you still have to wear a mask, even
Yeah.
though I'm your cousin and your grandma got vaccinated. There's
Mhm.
gonna be like a gradients of people who, like who are gonna, okay, well, I'm not gonna start wearing a mask again because like people around me got vaccinated.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
just read this, but the Spanish flu, it lasted 2 years, you know?
wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
I also read that
That
it
was
killed
like that was a long time ago too, man.
yeah,
100 years.
nope,
Yeah,
nope,
seriously.
no air travel, fucking
Uh-huh.
no coordination like through IT.
No
So,
socializing.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah,
100 years ago.
yeah,
Dude, people got
exactly.
shot on the street for not wearing masks in New York. I heard, like, please don't.
I
Yeah, man. It's like
want
complete
a mask. Bah!
Bam.
complete reverse. Yeah. But yeah, I don't see this like subsiding until like maybe August or yeah.
In the summer, it will probably die down by itself. So I don't know how people are going to get that confused for the effects of the vaccination or just a
Mhm.
natural decrease in the numbers. That's going to be confusing.
It'll still be out there, but people will have a lot more freedom, I think. But I mean, and granted, and a lot more people will be vaccinated as well, but it's still be out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's I mean, the one thing that kind of spooked me was when the scientists like kind of did that study on how far like, you know, your like your like in-body particles fly. Like not just
Yeah.
sneezing, but when you're talking, when you're breathing.
Oh yeah. What is it, like
Yeah.
6 feet, 5 feet?
Yeah, more than
It's,
6 feet. Yeah.
Something like
More than
that.
6 feet. Good
Yeah.
lord.
I think it
Yeah.
depends on the ventilation. Like if you got AC running, that,
Yeah.
so apparently like the humidity in the level could dry the droplets. And
Yeah.
if the droplets get smaller, it becomes aerosolized, which means they travel further. And if you got an AC or heater blowing it, then the room gets suddenly rained on with the droplets that
Yeah.
become aerosolized. So it
Because
becomes a lot more than 6 feet. Like,
yeah, there was a study on like where like customers were sitting like on opposite sides at a restaurant, and then
yeah,
it was more than 6 feet, like 20 feet, I think. But then they still
right,
ended up infecting each other, So
right. And
yeah,
so, and the thing about that is, South Korea is so fucking good at contact tracing that they were able to identify those two particular individuals,
Mm.
and they could go back to the time with the CCTV and see what the air currents were like on the AC.
yeah, man.
So they were able to factor in all those variables. This shit won't
That is
happen.
some nerdy shit.
Yeah, but and they were able to see that the air direction of the AC or the heating system was affecting the transmission. So the people who
Mhm.
were
Yeah.
in the way of the wind were getting infected, and people outside of it weren't.
Mhm.
which is, like this shit wouldn't happen in Canada or the US because they don't do contact tracing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I
They don't
think
actually-
they just started doing contact tracing. I think like more like on a widespread and more active fashion. But yeah, I mean, stay safe out there.
yeah, man.
So what are you guys doing like on New Year's Eve?
I had a
Um,
what was it? Well, I was just gonna stay home by myself, but
Uh,
I don't know. My Hyung wanted to do something together, and I was like, all right,
say
Uh-oh.
going out.
Yeah.
Say
No, I just invited him over. I was like, let's just cook dinner, and
uh
I don't know. We'll think of something. We'll just hang out at home, man. I don't want to get too crazy.
Maybe do a countdown, but it's gonna be a real quiet one, unless people start
Maybe
yelling out the veranda or something.
I see.
What's the next countdown? Like, okay, there's New Zealand. I don't know. I'll just do the one at like 10 or 9 or something so I can go sleep early.
Say
Let's do a different country's countdown.
Zoom countdown, man. Ooh.
yeah.
But yeah, Happy New Year! Woo!
Yeah. Oh shit, you're lagging out. Yo, your mic is out. Yo.
Say. How about you, Alex? What are you doing? What are you doing?
gonna be in ancient Britain in
Nice.
about 5 minutes.
Nice.
Just playing.
And a
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking nerding out. I think Jamie probably wants to do something though.
Yeah.
So she's working right now.
Valhalla
Maybe
party.
Something.
Yeah, take a walk or something.
Oh, is she working remotely right now?
No, just going to the office every day.
Man, I see.
You should buy some
Yeah.
champagne at least, man. Pop that cork at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both can't finish the bottle. So that's
Oh,
pretty
man.
sad.
It's
Or maybe
just
just
emotions,
like-
you know.
or have the club thing going on where I just spray it on myself. Like,
Yeah, just pop it and just like rain down.
Yeah,
Same.
just get all red after one glass and just take a shower with it afterwards.
Say nice.
How about you and Yenny though? Staying
Oh,
in?
we're probably just gonna stay home. Yeah, probably order in some food. We've been
Oh yeah, by the way, what have you guys been getting deliveries?
we've been getting pizza, chicken. What else? Like Korean food, but Korean food is like way too packaged, like too much plastic. And like
Yeah.
you get the side dishes, but then they put it in these like small like plastic pods,
Right.
and it's just like so annoying to throw out. Yeah, we've been getting like jigaes and
She gangs.
so.
Gay.
But yeah,
Um,
we honestly don't really like getting delivery out right now. So yeah, we just want
I've been saving so much money on getting like those chicken pre-cooked toshraks.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Like, that's why I think I lost like 20 kilos.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
No, I
You-
lost a lot of weight, dude.
You're
Like-
sporting
Yeah, you
that
do look
middle
like. I
school.
was gonna say, you do look like you lost weight.
Yeah.
I lost so much weight just because like I would curb calorie intake for like 1,000, around
Damn,
1,000
dude.
or maybe like 1,200,
Yeah.
and been losing all my flab, and it's like maybe like 3,000 per meal or
Yeah.
3,001.
Okay, that's not
So-
bad at all.
Which one?
Like,
Which
I-
one are you getting? You gotta link us later.
I got I'm duck for like first 6 months, and then I recently been getting ranking duck.
King Doc, link me later, man. I want to check
Yeah,
them out because I've
sure.
been looking to get some stuff, but I got some stuff on coupon and it wasn't that good. So we'll
Mhm.
see.
One thing about Corona is that like I realized that I don't need calories. I was fucking sitting around at home all day. Like,
There
why
you
do
go,
I
yeah.
need 2,000 calories? You know,
Dude,
Exactly.
so I've been curbing it down a lot.
on the contrary, man, I've been needing those calories.
Yeah, I've been bored. All I've been doing is like, what am I gonna do? Oh, let's eat this. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's
Exactly.
make some food. I gotta eat it all.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there's gotta be this like divide where people are like, coming out of Corona like really fit, or coming out of Corona like really overweight or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because how do you deal with food when you're at home all day? Like that's like this big divide. I feel like.
By the way, I was gonna say that Alex is sporting that middle school haircut. You know, that hairstyle.
Oh, the middle school.
Yeah, dude, the Corona hair. You can't go to those fucking salons anymore, man.
Yeah, man. Well,
It's a
Yeah.
yeah,
throwback.
I did kind of go.
Throwback.
I did kind of go to the barbershop, but like I was kind of nervous.
Did they have you wear
Yeah,
masks and stuff?
Yeah, they had me wear the strapless mask, the one with the tape, because they gotta
Oh
work
wow, I
on
haven't
the
even seen this.
yeah,
Yeah,
they gotta work on the sideburns and shit. So
Yeah, I got my Afghan barber. Like he's doing me good, man. Like
say
his name is
Afghan
Ali.
barber.
Yeah.
Ali.
His name is Ali. Yeah, Ali's been doing good.
Yo,
but he
Ali.
closed. Fucking they
You
closed
You should
them.
get a fade, man. You should get a fade and like get something etched in right here, like a lightning bolt.
Here's one for Osama. Like,
yeah, man, they have these new barbershops like not the Korean barbershops, but the new barbershops like you see in the States in Seoul.
yeah.
Charge-
Barber shops.
Yeah, and they charge like a fortune, dude.
What was it, like 30,000 won per cut?
Yeah,
No, it's like 40. I think they're like 40.
30, 40,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why have there are like a
Retarded.
bunch like where I'm living at, but they charge like 30 to 35.
Dude,
Have
there
you
was a
thought about
bunch.
cutting-
Well, there was one I was going to. There was one I was going to in the beginning when it all happened when I first got here, because like that's what I would go to, just like a regular barber shop, like a man's barber shop, right?
Yeah.
And then that place closed. Like a lot of them closed.
Ugh.
But I don't know. Maybe it's getting more popular. Who knows?
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about cutting your own hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some barber tools and start just going fucking
Yeah.
saving money on your own hair.